gonna get my message going, man. You know what I mean? Like I say, this serves the real talk, man. What's up, big brother Crump? Hey, real talk Thursday, big brother Crump. Hey, I'm up, big brother Crump. Ready to talk, man. Hey, big brother Crump. I'm feeling better, man. Hey, real talk Thursdays, man. Yeah, right there, man. Hey, look, I gotta see how the camera there it is. See that right there, man. That's what we're talking about tonight. I just made that up this year. Real talk Thursday, man. I'm talking about what we talk about, man. Growing, man. Trying to grow to be the best we can be, man. Trying to give it all we got, man. To fight the good fight, man. Real talk Thursday. We're gonna talk about some real things tonight. Like I say, if you wanna talk, say something in the comment. Come on in, man. Hey, jump on in. Let's make it what it's supposed to be. I'm getting over that thing. I had that COVID, man. Thing was on me, man. But guess what, man? I'm alright, man. I'm alright, man. Ain't nobody above the bullshit. Bullshit came to my door, man. Bullshit came to my door, man. But I will do it. I will do it, and I'm thankful. Thankful for a whole lot of things, man. They say what don't kill you make you stronger. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm stronger, man. I feel like I've grown, man. I've grown in the last 2 weeks, man. I'm talking about going a whole year and a half with ideas of feeling, wanting. Man, I hope this don't never hit me. Just 3 weeks ago, I remember telling my homeboy, I said, man, I feel like I'm in the golden light because everybody done got sick, but I ain't got sick. A couple days later, man, I got a prescription to psych your ass down. I psych down. For goddamn 24 hours, I say something on me, man. Ain't know what it was, man, but I followed the order, right? And I thought it might have been a sinus infection because I felt this type of head condition before. But I went to their doctor, they said, you got that thing, man. Say, good God Almighty, man. So to have all those type of fears you hear about, and now, here I am in the fight, man. God damn. I ain't above the bullshit. Here I am in the fight. Me and my wife in the fight. My family being affected, we in the fight. The fight I've been scared of for 3 years, man. 2 years, like, man, I hope I don't get it. People dying. There's a whole lot of things going on with the fight. But I find myself, man, you in the goddamn fight, man. You in the fight, Trav. So I'm fighting, man. And I'm like I say, man, and I don't say this lightly, man. I'm thankful, man. I'm thankful. I'm thankful than a motherfucker. Yeah, Crump. Hey, Crump, I'm going to tell you how that thing, like you say, stay away from that creek path, man. Man, me and my children, this was Martin Luther King's birthday when it snowed. Me and my children had walked back in the woods because the snow had everything pressed down and the woods just looked so clear. You just saw all the paths. So it's like we safely felt like we were going on a snow hike. We went way deep down in the woods, and when I was down in the woods, man, it's like I felt that air coming up on me, man. going up in me, and it was like that shit was affecting me right then. And I said, man, I told my big brother Crump, I said, man, I got that COVID down there in the woods, man. You know what I mean? And I was joking, but that's some real shit though. But I'm better now, man, and I'm grown. I'm so thankful, man. I'm so thankful. And when I got in that thing, like I say, it's time to get real with it. It's time to get real with it. Now, if I had to give you advice, people say, well, what's the best way to fight it? Now, I'm just telling you what worked for me. Hey, look, laughter, busting them big things, going to the moon and coming back, and a little bit of herbal essence. Now, that's what worked for me. Now, if you want to, take the herbal essence off, but watch you a funny movie as much as you can, and watch it with somebody that you can laugh with when the movie go off. And I promise you, man, that type of spirit right there keep you fighting for about 2 weeks, man. And like I say, man, the whole quarantine thing, and I'm going to tell you some real shit before I even go into that. Like now, you know, they changed it. Well, you on the quarantine for 5 days. And understand what that's about. That's why a lot of times we get so caught up in, man, is it, well, see, that's based off the workforce, right? The quarantine, since it's over, it ain't no more federal benefits for quarantine. It ain't none of that. So ain't no more government money coming in for the quarantine process. So now the workforce is already straining in America. So you still got COVID going around and ain't no relief. So it's like people can't afford to just stay out for 2 weeks, and companies ain't got the money to kind of pay no more. So they're shortening down the quarantine time. But what that's doing is, it ain't so much. It ain't about it damn being right or wrong. It's keeping a constant flow of people getting sick. That's why the numbers high, and everybody give a damn. So for me, I'm in a position where I was able to analyze myself enough to say, out of all due respect for what's going on, man, and what I feel, I say I ain't going back in 5 days. I'm gonna stay here till I feel confident in not only what they saying, but till I test negative and understand, man, my position, because I ain't trying to go back out there to work or nowhere, knowing that. Now that's just me being real with it, right? And like, my job say, well, you feel good, come on back. And I could have went back a long time ago. But see, I know my character, and I know my personality, and I know how I react with people. And I know even though if I wear a mask, it's certain people, man, that when I come back, because they ain't saw me in 2 weeks, just ain't going to be able to resist coming to talk to me. And some of those people, man, I empathize, man, with me ever putting them in harm's way. So just me trying to be a better part of this whole solution and this whole thing, man, I psych my ass down. I psyched my ass down for 2 weeks. And I listened to what my God told me. My God told me, I'm talking about in my mind and my intuition and knowing my position. My God say, hey, I'm going to write you a big old dose or psych your motherfucking ass down somewhere. So for the last 2 weeks, I've been psyching my ass down and I've been resting. And I've been trying to get myself back strong and understand my position to know, man, I ain't above the bullshit. And I'm so grateful and so thankful that I got the good batch. Because I could have got a bad batch. Because we all know people get good batches and bad batches. Some people be really fucked up, man. Some people really be fucked up with this thing. So I'm thankful, man. 2 weeks of sitting my ass down. In here with a headache at times, man. But a whole lot of laughter. And a whole lot of love, man. And a whole lot of loving, man. Enough to say, damn, that shit got me too. What's up, DJ? Yeah, man. But like I say, and I always say this, man. Ain't nobody above the bullshit, man. This shit real. And if you still don't think this shit real, then, hey, man, hey, look, like you say, maybe you ain't goddamn real. If you still don't think this shit real, maybe you ain't goddamn real. How about that? But enough of that, man. I want to keep it going. I ain't really want to talk about that. I just want to let y'all know I've been going through some things, man. I had that thing, but I'm proud to say, and I say this, goddamn, with humility and gratefulness and all the seriousness from my soul, man, for my wife and my children. We all right, man, and we made it, man. Because I know a lot of people, man. I ain't going to say a lot, but it ain't got to be a lot. I know at least one, and that's enough, that didn't make it out this fight, man. So don't you take for granted. Don't you take for granted. Don't you not get under goddamn stand when it's your time to deal with the bullshit. You deal with it for real, man. There's a lot of people that can't deal with this shit, right? But I want to get back on a serious note. This real talk, man. And like I said, if you're listening and you want to come in, let me know if you want to come in, man. It's all good, you know. It don't, you know. I don't know if I got the thing where you can come in. I might can bring you in, but like I say, one of the things I've been hearing a lot, man, I want to address. A lot of people say, "Well, Trav, what you think really wrong with us, man?" They said, "What you think wrong with us?" And I said, "What you mean?" You know. And we get, you know, it's different levels to what do you think is wrong with us. And some people say, well, man, we kill each other. We don't trust each other. We ain't got love. We ain't got this. What's wrong with us? Our children crazy. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? So I say, when what was right with us, what's the difference between then and now? If we can say we wrong now, let's go back to our reference of when we was right. When was we right? Anybody know in the comments, when was we right? If we wrong now. If we so wrong and everything is wrong with us, our children crazy as hell, we crazy as hell, ain't no love, we're killing each other, we're using drugs, ODing, and like you say, they want to say ain't no real men, ain't no real women. All the wrong we say and we can agree with, when was we right? I think we was right. And I know we was right, or we was even considered to be right. It's when we understood the foundation. When we find it, let me find it. There it is, family. When we understood and built from the foundation of family. So what's wrong with us? A lot of us get to personally expressing ourselves and what we're going through. And we say, man, family ain't shit. Family ain't shit. Man, family ain't what it used to be. Man, ever since grandma died in our family, man, don't nobody give a fuck about each other no more. Everybody got mama issues. Everybody got daddy issues. So I say, well, damn, what's wrong with us? Family, man. Family ain't what it used to be. Cousins say, man, we get together. Don't nobody ain't come no more, man. Ever since grandma died, man, don't nobody ain't come together no more, man. So family is our problem. And there's a whole lot of elements and degrees and level of what family is. God Almighty, man. Hey, let me read this comment. He said, a lot of times we get caught up in being right or wrong rather than understanding. Man, don't you know me and my mom, hey, look, me and my wife talked about that today, man. Don't you know that? Hey, Mr. Two, Morrison Farm, let me tell you something, brother. See, this is what I be talking about, man, when I talk about, man, hey, look, let me tell you something, man. The day I was having a real deep conversation based off what you just said, right? And at that same time, you made a post. You made a post. And your post said, hold on, I'm going to read it. This is some real shit right here, man. I love it. I love it from this aspect. This is what I be talking about. Hold on. Your post said, you got to get everybody that ain't for you from around you. You said that today, 7 hours ago. And I was going through something emotionally. Having a conversation with my wife on the cusp of trying to run this play. And the defense keep fucking it up. And you made that post. Here you are now, brother. This is some real raw shit, man. But I commented, I say, realizing and accepting who those people are is what makes this easier said than done. That's what separates the levels and differences of people that can get real with it and those that can't. So that's some raw shit, man. That's some raw shit. And when you find yourself being sincere and loving from a real place, man, and ain't nobody even trying to understand where you're coming from. They just want to debate whether you're right or wrong. And if you really listen to me from a sincere place, the conversation ain't even about right and wrong. So, man, I'm glad you put that out there, brother. You made a precedent in my day today, man. You made a precedent in my day today, man. And that's why I commented on yours. But, you know, back to the family. I love this. Like he say, it ain't about right or wrong. It's about understanding, right? So we say our biggest problem is family. Can we all agree on that? Family ain't what it used to be. Because when we was right as people, family was a real thing. Family was a real thing when we was right. My grandmama, both of them, had about 9 kids. Big old families. It's right. Whole different time. But now, family ain't shit. So this one thing I always say, man. There's a power in words. See, in the beginning was the word. See, the word is the thought. There's a word called connotation. Connotation means the emotions and feelings that a word evoke in your mind. See, in the beginning was the word. What words do you hear in your thoughts? That's what creates the mind frame and narrative. So we say family is what's wrong with us. Well, what's wrong with the family today? What's wrong with the family today? Now, I want to introduce y'all to somebody who I got in the house with me tonight. And I love her, man. I love her, right? She means a lot to me. Her name Alexa. But I'm going to introduce y'all to Alexa, and then I'm going to let her come on in. Alexa, what is the meaning of family?
As a noun, family is usually defined as a basic social unit consisting of parents and their children, considered as a group, whether dwelling together or not. As an adjective, family is usually defined as of, relating to, or characteristic of a family. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for family.
Alexa, what is the meaning of family? One more time.
As a noun, family is usually defined as a basic social unit consisting of parents and their children, considered as a group, whether dwelling together or not. As an adjective, family is usually defined as of, relating to, or characteristic of a family. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for family.
I want to say that shit one more time. I want to say it one more time now. Alexa, what is the meaning of family?
As a noun, family is usually defined as a basic social unit consisting of parents and their children, considered as a group, whether dwelling together or not. As an adjective, family is usually defined as of, relating to, or characteristic of a family. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for family.
One of the most powerful words of that definition is say a set of parents. Parents and their children. That's what a family is. That's what a family is. Parents and their children. As a group. Whether dwelling together or not. It's a key word to family. It's parents. So you can make a child. You can have a child. Are you a parent? Alexa, what is the meaning of parent?
As a noun, parent is usually defined as a father or a mother. As an adjective, parent is usually defined as being the original source. As a verb, parent is usually defined as to be or act as parent of. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for parent.
So if the root and understanding of family is parenting and to be a parent, and we say right now, we fucked up because family ain't shit, and let's get to the root of it. Let's look at ourselves as parents. See how this works. See what's wrong with us. See what's wrong with us. See, when we was right, families were mothers and fathers and their children. And it was a street full of families, of mothers, fathers, and their children. In each house had parents parenting their children, cultivating their children. And every time they left out and met together, they all represented and was representatives of their family. They represented their mother and their father and their brothers and their sisters. I wear the truth every day of my life. Mother, father, child. That's God. We don't have families no more. So yeah, family ain't shit. Because you ain't got one. And if you ain't a parent with a man and a woman, then you can't have a family. And if you don't have a family, then you're in a family. And the only time you understand family is from a in versus have. You always got the perspective in the position of a child. So what's wrong with us today? Our grandmamas and granddaddies died. So we ain't got no more parents. And half of us was at our grandmamas and granddaddy house because our mamas and daddies had problems that wouldn't allow them to be parents. So now the parents are gone. And we fucked up. Now what's wrong with us? Based off when we was right. Just like Alexa told you. She told you what family is. So if we're going to say Family ain't shit. Do you got one? Are you fighting the fight to maintain one? And everybody ain't gonna have families. So I don't want anybody to get there, oh no, this ain't wrong, because everybody don't have families. That's always been the case. Yeah, a lot of people ain't got families. But at that time, those that didn't have families, in most cases, didn't have children. And those that did have children, they still was parents. And if they wasn't a parent full time, they was known for their service to the community. They was always known for doing something for the community. He don't got a family, but oh, he coach all the family kids. She don't have a family, but oh, she cultivate and babysit and nurse and do all the things for the family when the family need a break. He don't have a family. But all the families depend on him to fix their cars. See, if you didn't have a family and you wasn't obligated to the cause, man, then you naturally give to the community and be a part of the community. See, we talk about words, man. We talk about words. We don't understand them. We don't know what they mean, but we say them, and we cast spells in our own reality. We cast spells in our own mind with the words we use, and we don't even understand what we're saying. See, we say, family ain't shit. But you ain't got one. Well, if you had one, you didn't fight hard enough to fight for it. Some people say, oh man, ain't nobody go through the bullshit. Yeah. Yeah, everybody go through the bullshit. But if you take a team that plays 10 games in a season and they win 3 and lose 7, so that team got a losing ass goddamn record, man. It ain't nothing you can say. Goddamn, I hope y'all play harder next season. So if you're fighting a good fight, man, that motherfucker kick your ass. Put some L's on you. It's that hero training shit. Stand up in the mirror and goddamn understand, man. You still got some fight in you. Better fight for something. Better fight for something. Your children depending on you. Now, I don't want to hear that shit. Oh man, she, man, or oh he, what the fuck ever. Y'all laid down, fucking it was good. Like you say, if we can say we're fucked up now, then what's the reference to when we was good? If she ain't shit or he ain't shit, and we say, man, we ain't shit now. I don't want her no more. Fuck that. Well, if that's based off now, then what made y'all love each other when you did? What made you see fit to bust all in her to make children and think she was the one when she was? Now let's do some math. This is when they call, let's do some geometry. Let's find out what X and Y is. You see what I'm saying? Let's find out what X and Y is. Because see, grandmama and granddaddy, they went through a whole lot of shit. Some of the same shit. Some of the same shit. But you ain't even know it. All you knew was you was a child in a family that had 2 parents that was parenting like a motherfucker. See how that worked? So what's wrong with us? Family ain't shit. Yeah, family ain't shit. And if you ain't got one, you in one. And where I'm coming from all my brothers and sisters that's fighting a good fight. That's trying to read a cycle of the solution. That's trying to take it back to the foundation of all true God and what's real. That's that man and that woman, man, working together with a real understanding of each other to get the most out of this thing here called life and make it feel good and be good. So that's who I'm talking to. That's who I'm talking to. That's where I'm coming from. And if you ain't coming from there, don't you goddamn get in here talking about no right and wrong and man, fuck that. And I say that real and raw. I say last night, man, my man Rollo Slim say, I'm a God. I'm an angel. I'm the opposition of danger. In a room full of hate, I be a motherfucking stranger. I bring light into the darkness, bitch. They say, Trav, why you cuss so much? I say, because I'm talking positive, bitch. And what I mean by that is, see, I say, I am a God. I am an angel. See, I told you, words are the spells that are casted within your spirit, man. In the beginning was the word. Do you know what the word God feels like in me? When I said after I am. Do you know what angel feels like when I say after I am? Do you know what being the light in the midst of darkness feels like within me when I said after I am? Do you know what I am talking positive, bitch? Do you know what that feel like to know? Talking some real shit. And if you don't know what it feel like, look at how many people can relate to me saying, I'm a savage, I'm a dog, I'm a beast, I'm a killer, I'm a real nigga. See, if I said that, it'll make sense. Well, he blanking. But if I say I'm a God, they say, what the hell he thinking? See what I'm saying, man? See how this shit work, man. But yeah. Hey, man, if you want to come in or say something, man, show me some love, man. I feel good, man. Like I say, I'm gonna wrap it up in a minute. You know what I mean? But this shit real, man, and I love it, man. If you on here, man, say something. Like I say, man, Mr. Toot, man, Morrison Farm, man, I love you. Big Brother Crump, I love you, man. I thank y'all for poking your head out. Brother DJ, I love you, man. Thank you for poking your head out. Hey, Brother DJ, if you still listening at this, man, like I say, man, I knew you. We worked together over 14 years ago. In the relationship we had way back then, bro, you made a precedent on my life, man. That you're going to always be remembered, bro. And that's real, bro. You unforgettable, man. And I always know that about yourself, man. You an unforgettable dude, bro. That's real talk. What's up, cousin Netta? Just on here talking, man. I'm kind of over, man. You got to check back through it, man, to sum it up. What's wrong with us? And in general, everybody say family ain't shit no more these days. So if family ain't shit no more, and that's what's wrong with us, then we need to go back to a reference when we was something, when we was good, and when family was good. And we need to examine what was family when family was good, to truly evaluate what family is now. to know why we ain't shit and why family ain't shit. You know, so you just had to go back, but you know, it was real, man. Anybody got any question, man? Before I get off of here and want me to keep it going, or just want me to answer a question, or if you want to say any goddamn thing, you know what I mean? I made a post the other day. I've been talking about a lot. It was about entrepreneur, and I gave an example about the ex-drug dealer PPP loan guy who talking to the young man, and that post wasn't no slight in ways in terms of an ex-drug dealer per se. You know, it was more about me motivating young men out here who fighting a good fight, who playing every day and every down with all they got, whether they working a 9 to 5 or not. But those that are working a 9 to 5, who fighting a good fight, who building foundations for their families, who's parenting with their wives, who's doing all they can, man, to be a part of the solution out here in this world, man. I want to tell y'all, brothers, man, it's a lot of social narratives out here that ain't bagged by no understanding and nothing real. So, like, we got a social narrative that says everybody wants to be free and nobody wants to work for somebody and everybody wants to be entrepreneurs. And I'm not against that. I applaud that. Everybody chase your dream and believe in yourself. But everybody understands their position. And don't you let nobody make you doubt your position and what you working hard for and what you building on yourself. And if you know you fighting the fight and you know you being real with it, don't you allow nobody to stand in front of you and make you doubt your integrity and your decision and your commitment at this point when you know they some motherfucking bullshitters. So to any motherfucker who took it like that, I'm coming from a place of realness. I fight this thing for real. For the realest reason you could ever fight. That's for this right here. That's for my family. And like I told you, family, his parents, and their children dwelling together in the common group. So I come from the perspective of a family man. And I'm talking to a man with a family who understands what he got and what he's fighting for. And the man that ain't got that, and ain't never had that, and ain't never had a reason to fight, his whole logic about taking chances and jumping may be way different than yours. So you understand your position, and you fight, and call bullshit, and call spade a motherfucking spade. And I don't apologize for calling a motherfucking spade a motherfucking spade. Can't come to me talking about you finna start a business and you doing all that, but you gonna talk to me as a man. And see, as a man, I've had many businesses. At the same time, I have a job. But I also know the foundation of manhood. It's my home and the security of my wife and my children. So everything I do and everything I plan and every move I make is based off that security and that understanding. So if you telling me your logic of jumping is one thing, but I'm looking at you and know you as a man. So you ain't got no family. You in one. Talking from a child perspective. You talking from the perspective of me telling my son when he's 20, jump, son. I got you. I believe in you, son. Swing for the sky, son. Because you're still in my family. But if you're a grown man, you ain't got no goddamn family. Don't you talk to me. Don't you talk to me and make me doubt my fight. And my scoreboard up like a motherfucker. And I'm winning like a motherfucker. So I'm talking to the average man. So let no PPE loan motherfucker come up to you trying to tell you, man, fuck that. And that's where I'm coming from. And if you don't know where I'm coming from, or you can't empathize where I'm coming from, then you let me be wrong. I love you. God damn it.